my show where I speak to people about African American voting rights. Please state your name and occupation.
I'm Sean Kennedy. I'm a retired Chicago police sergeant.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you came to our show. Now, let me ask you some questions
Okay.
about African American voting rights. How do you feel about African American voting rights in today's climate?
Today, I feel it's very important that all African Americans over the age of 18 and older, get out to vote. The vote is so crucial in this particular election. I know a lot of people feel that their one vote don't count, but if you have 1,000 people who feel the same way, that's 1,000 votes that will not count. So this is a key election that every African American 18 years and older need to get out and vote.
That's a good answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Are there any experiences you have encountered with exercising your right to vote?
Me personally, I've had no problems being able to vote. Once they started early voting, I always vote early so I don't have to worry about being involved in long lines. So I haven't had any problems personally.
Okay. What is your view about African American voting rights in the past?
In the past, that's something totally different. As a matter of fact, I've been watching a couple of virtual programs this week about voter suppression. So the vote is so important for African Americans, and if it wasn't, the establishment, certain people would not try so hard to take it away. We already have a situation where most people who are incarcerated and some felons, depending on what state you live in, they are no longer able to vote. They're disenfranchised from voting. But what most people don't realize is that while you're in prison, they're able to use you as a count for them. But back in the past, like say in the 60s with the civil rights movement, they have fought long and hard, and some people have died just trying to gain the right to vote. They had to overcome Jim Crow, poll taxes, literacy tests, and anything else that kept blacks from voting.
Very well stated. Number 4. Do you feel felons should have the right to vote? Why or not?
I feel that felons should have a right to vote once they have served their time, because the only way to be able to bring them back into society is be able to make sure they have the full rights as any other citizen. So yes, I feel that felons, once they have completed their time, should have the right to vote.
Good. Number 5. What changes do you think the children in my generation can make to improve African American voting rights?
I feel that the children of today should watch certain videos from the past, such as the March on Washington from 1963. And I believe children, once they fully understand how when their parents or their adult uncles or aunts or grandparents or whomever else do not vote, it's going to affect their life as children and also their life as they become young citizens. So I feel that it's important for young people to know it as well so they can motivate their parents to go out there and vote.
Good. I think I might do that today.
Okay.
Number 6. Do you currently vote?
Yes, I do. Each election, I've only missed one election from voting. I was being lazy. I regret that, and I have not missed an election since.
Okay. Now our last question. Do you think voting is important? Why or why not?
I feel it's very important because every person has a voice, and if anyone do not care for how certain things are, your voice can make a difference in putting who you want to be in office.
Good. I'm glad you have joined our show. Well, did you like our show?
Yes, I did, and thank you for having me. Looking forward to coming back.
Good. We'll see you later then.
See ya.
Bye.